Hello. I'm going to build an audience and I want to show you guys something, and I want to talk about all this noise today that I've been hearing about impeaching Trump and all of the things on Russia and, just everything that's going on, basically. But I want to talk about how it relates to our planet and our climate. But first, I'm going to show you where I am. I'm on my way home, and this is a windmill farm in a county by mine, and it's pretty cool, isn't it? What do you think of these? It's interesting. There's a couple of different things that people think about when they talk about windmill farms. I want to make sure you can hear me because it's kind of windy and there's going to be a truck coming by. I probably will do some of this on the inside of my truck because I have some information. But anyway, thank you. And thank you for sharing, and thank you for coming on. So actually, this is really pretty. It's kind of different. And when these windmills get approved, a lot of times the farmers don't have to sell the land. They actually don't. They don't sell the land. They have signed contracts, but it certainly isn't like eminent domain. It is a pretty day out though, isn't it? But really, I'm not here, a little windy. I'm not here totally to talk about the windmills, although we'll take one more look at how nice they are. They give us a lot of power. I don't know if the jury is out yet on their damage to the environment as far as birds and wildlife. Excuse me, but my hair is stuck on me. However, today I need to talk a little bit about something, and so I got to go in the car because look. What are we hearing? Everything we're hearing, right, is about, is about Trump and Pence, Trump and Pence, Trump and Pence, or Trump and Michael Flynn, Trump and Trump and Trump. Well, I'm kind of sick of it, but the thing is, what do we get if Donald Trump is impeached? Do I have a bad cell signal? I got 10 people on here. It was pretty good. Well, anyway, I need to make sure that we could talk about this. The signal shouldn't have dropped. It was pretty good up here. Let me see. What do you guys got? Can you see? All right. I think we've got a good signal. I think so. Can anybody say anything about it? Because if not, all right, you're fine. Good. Because this is what I'm going to talk about. A lot of progressives talk about the infighting in between the Democratic Party and the progressives and all. And, I think here about the planet. I am completely thinking about our environment. And I'm going to tell you something about Mike Pence, a couple of things, just so that we can be straight on who we're going to get if they do impeach Trump. It's pretty bad because it's thank you guys, two sides, of the same shitty ass coin, right? But Mike Pence is what you call, here comes another truck, sorry. Mike Pence is what you call environmental racist. And in his governorship in Indiana, the dude had, now listen to this because it sounds like this could have been good, right? In February, I think it was 2016, they had a really bad water problem in Greentown, Indiana, where it tested high in lead. And Governor Pence was right on it, The dude responded immediately, aided the community. He even compared the situation to Flint. But now, the same thing happened, okay, with East Chicago in June of 2016 near Lake Michigan. Okay? But you know what happened there, right? Nothing. Nothing. So what he did was the testing. You know, they did the testing of the soil. It revealed what may have been the highest level ever found in the country there. And it was evidently revealed that the problem had been known to both city officials and the EPA for decades. Decades! Now, this is Indiana, okay? And hello, Vicky. Hello, Linda. Hello, everybody. Share this, because I would like some of this to get out, because we got to understand what's going to happen if all this nonsense goes on politically. So, to understand the relative scale of the problem, the water in Greentown was found to be 20 parts lead per billion, but the EPA considers 15 parts per billion to be elevated. Now, in contrast, okay, the soil in East Chicago showed lead levels over 91,000 parts per million. The EPA's limit is 400 parts per million. That's the point when they would come to do a cleanup. Okay? Now, the blood in the children in the area revealed lead levels as high as 33 micrograms per deciliter. Now, 5 is acceptable. So, basically, the kids, they had lead in them, all right? So, in spite of the scale and the urgency, this dude, our vice president, picked by our wonderful President Trump, he has not acted to help the citizens of East Chicago like he did in Greentown. Governor Pence did not come to East Chicago, never went to Indiana there. He has never done anything to them, for them, or to help them. Do you know what environmental racism is? That's what Mike Pence is. He's an environmental racist, okay? So it's because East Chicago, the demographics are totally different. Greentown's population of 2,400 is primarily white. And in contrast, 28,000 people in East Chicago, 43% are African American and 51% are Hispanic. And so we know that this dude is not good. Do we think we really want him as president? I mean, I know we don't want either one, but all this crap is being talked about impeaching Trump, and he's already bad enough on the planet. This dude, Pence, he gets his donations from his top 5 contributors were, I don't know what the Club for Growth is, but Cummins. Now, Cummins, what do? Diesel equipment, farm equipment, right? Because he's from Indiana. Planet Eating Equipment, Eli Lilly and Company, Big Pharma, Associated Builders and Contractors, let's eat up more land, let's build, and the National Association of Convenience Stores. We know what that is because that's where they pump gas. And he's also said things that are very disconcerting about our environment. He is pro-fracking. But what's worse is I think that he's the kind of person that he's never even said publicly if he believes in evolution. Why is that important? Because if the planet has problems, right? And we know our planet has environmental problems. These people think, this is what they think, we can continue polluting, we can continue doing all this stuff because God's going to solve it. And I think that's really scary. So we got 2 sides of the same coin. Oh, I'm having a great hair day. That's because I just went and had it done. Pat Lane, so glad to hear what I have to say. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to go outside and show you again how nice it is outside. But I'm saying that we need to be really, really careful about what we might wish for. Because this guy is no bargain. And you know, why did he pick him? He's like the worst. Mike Pence is like the worst. I've talked to people from Indiana. The guy is the worst. But, you know, they try to say that Trump is not a racist and all that stuff. Well, okay. Fine. That's not true, and we all know it. But I'm thinking of our planet. I'm completely thinking of our planet. And if all these goddamn people are gonna resist, you know, they're talking about resist, resist, resist. You know what we gotta resist? We gotta resist everyone from any party that takes any money from any of these scumbags, son of a bitch, and fossil fuel companies, anybody. I don't care what party they are. If they have a planet and a good environmental, you like the wind farm? Linda likes the wind farm. But if they have a good environmental policy, and they happen to be a Democrat, a progressive, a PF, I don't give a shit. If they don't take corporate money and they don't take money from fossil fuel or big pharma, I don't care who they are. We need to look at the people as they are, for who they are, and look at through the lens of our planet. That's really what I wanted to talk about today, because I am so sick and tired of listening to all this bullshit about Russia and all this other crap, which I'm sure that this President Trump is complicit in a bunch of crap, okay? I'm sure he's complicit. He's a crook. He's a criminal. But I'm not so sure that Pence would be better. I think we're kind of screwed either way. I didn't want to make this long. I mean, you know, I feel like, oh, yeah, you know, it's really cool. Let's resist, resist, resist. Okay, well, I mean, we're resisting. What are we resisting? We know what we're resisting. The shit we've been resisting forever. Barack Obama, frack. He didn't do anything that great for us, did he? So, basically, 2018's coming up, right? That's what we have to be working on. I don't know about you know, wanting to rush to impeach Trump. I don't, because right now it's manageable. He's manageable. I just don't know what we're going to get with Pence. I'm scared to death, actually. I'm scared for this beautiful planet. That's what I'm scared for. So let's concentrate on 2018. Let's stop fighting. Let's stop fighting already. Somehow we've got to stop fighting all of the infighting through the progressives. I don't know what it is, because I do not get online and politically talk about all of it. I don't. I talk about fracking. I talk about wind farms. I talk about the beautiful ground. I talk about the planet. I talk about climate change. I don't want to lose what we have here. I don't want to lose this because of these people that are short-sighted. But I certainly don't want some nutball. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say put down religion, because I'm not. I'm talking about someone who thinks that it's okay to frack up the country, and it's okay to put pipelines in, and it's okay to do all of this because God will save us. If you don't like what I say, I'm really sorry, but that's how I feel. So for today, I wanted to show you the windmills. So I'm on my way home. I haven't been home in a couple of days. Got to get in and out of the car because the wind is blowing so hard. Haven't been home in a couple of days. I lost my father-in-law. We had a funeral Monday. My mother was in the hospital. She was diagnosed, what a week. She was diagnosed with lung cancer, but they got most of it. She doesn't need chemo, you know. And that's another thing I was thinking about. My mother's 82, my father-in-law was 86, and they lived in a time, they went through all these wars, they went through everything, but they've lived in an incredible time. From the 1930s to now, the technology and everything that changed, but the planet changed. And sometimes, as weird as this sounds, sometimes I wonder if they're the lucky one, you know? Sometimes I wonder if my father-in-law was the lucky one. He doesn't have to go through this anymore. He doesn't have to watch the planet get destroyed. I don't know. And it's not because I'm saying this out of being depressed. It's because I'm saying out of the serious nature of the situation we are in. So I'm going to drive home and be safe and sound. I wanted to say hi. You want to share this message, go ahead. It's a different message from what everybody else is saying, because so many other people, it's either you're on mainstream talk radio like Sirius, they're going to talk about Trump ad nauseum. Progressives, they're going to talk about Seth Rich and the political party and the DNC and all that. And you know what? We really have to think about our Mother Earth, Gaia. What is best for our Mother Earth? What is best for our Gaia? Okay? So I'm going to say goodbye. Hello, Sean. Sean Mark Paul has joined us. Victoria's with us. Let's see who else. David Cotter's with us. Vincent's with us. Linda Littleton Gray is with us. We have Lane Davis. We have a lot of great people. So share this out. And let's start, instead of saying resist, resist, how about work, work, work? 2018, find these people. Find these people that love our planet. And Claire, I don't know if there's a mechanism for triggering a new election. Man, if there was, I'll tell you what, I'd be working on it for tomorrow. I would. I mean, we can say resist, but we do. Linda Littleton, you're saying unity? You're darn right. We need to unify. And like I said again, I don't give a crap what you are. It's what you stand for. Okay? So, I should get home, but I can't help myself for one more time wanting to show you this because it's so lovely. And for those that are joining, you know, it is really lovely the way I have to drive home. And I was at my daughter's. I had to stay there last night. And, you know, I do drive this way quite a bit. I'd say probably a couple times a month when I even leave the house. But, you know, so beautiful behind me. I mean, everybody, you could resist if you want. But we really got to think of our Mother Earth. And that's it. You know, look at who donates. Look who donates to people. And don't give a shit about who they are or who they're with or whatever. It's just got to be what they stand for. It has to be, or we are screwed. That's how I feel. We are screwed if we keep infighting. So you guys have a great day. Hi, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Skylar and everybody. Where am I? I am in the southern tier of Western New York. And for those of you that don't know much about New York, New York is an absolutely kick-ass, beautiful state with a lot more land that is beautiful and rural than it really is city. So it is. And I have to say, where I live is so beautiful that I don't leave the property sometimes 3 or 4 times, you know, for 3 or 4 days. So beautiful. But anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to finish, like I always say, peace, right? Let's get working. And if we're resisting anything, it's just, let's not resist. Let's get busy. Let's get busy getting those people into office that are going to stop this shit. Okay? Peace, guys. Love ya, and I gotta go. Share, share, share. Gotta go home before it gets dark so I don't hit any deer. Those of you that live rural understand what that means, because I've had deer hit me, not in this truck, and I don't want it. So, guys, have a great day. I love you all for coming to Coffee House, Environmental Coffee House. We're growing. It's because of you guys. Thank you.